So in the last class we discussed about average velocity and discussed different models regarding the average velocity. Now we are going to discuss about the uniform velocity. Are you clear? Now any guess what do you mean by uniform velocity? Any guess? What do you mean by uniform velocity? Yeah, I'll tell you, just listen. For example, let us consider a body moved from point A to point B. Okay, it takes, for example, time t1 to move from A to B, and it covers, for example, displacement x1, and again it moved from another point from B to C. It takes, for example, it covers some distance x2 or displacement x2, and it takes time t2. For example, it moved from C to D. Let us say it covers the distance or displacement is x3, and time taken is, for example, t3, and so on. For example, if a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, for example, I will take x1 is equal to 1 kilometer. Clear? For example, I will take time as, for example, 1 hour. Now, B to C distance is also, for example, let us say 1 kilometer, and time taken is, for example, 1 hour. And similarly, C to D is also distance, I will take it as 1 kilometer, and time taken is, for example, 1 hour. Now, if a body covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, then that is said to be uniform velocity. Are you clear? So, if a body covers equal distances or equal displacements in equal intervals of time, that is said to be a uniform velocity. Are you clear? Now, remember, so what do you mean by uniform velocity means if a body has, clear, if a body has equal displacements equal displacements, clear, if a body has equal displacements in equal intervals of time, clear, in equal intervals of time, clear, in equal intervals of time, clear, in equal intervals of time, so that is said to be uniform motion, or it is called as what ma uniform velocity. Are you clear? Then it is said to be, then the body is said to be, then the body is said to be in uniform motion. Clear? Or said to be in uniform velocity or moving with uniform velocity. Now, what do you mean by non uniform velocity then? What do you mean by non uniform velocity? What do you mean by non uniform velocity? Yeah. For example, if a body has unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, or else if a body has equal displacements in unequal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in non-uniform motion. Are you clear? Now, what do you mean by non-uniform motion means? Clear? What do you mean by non-uniform motion means? Just try to understand. So, what do you mean by non-uniform motion means, or non-uniform velocity means? Clear? What do you mean by non-uniform velocity means a body is said to be in, or a body has, clear, equal displacements in unequal intervals of time, clear, in unequal intervals of time, clear, in unequal intervals of time, or clear, we can say like this also, a body has unequal displacements in equal intervals of time, clear, or a body has, clear, a body has unequal displacement, clear, unequal displacements, are you clear, in equal intervals of time, then the body is said to be in non-uniform velocity, or it is moving with non-uniform velocity. Are you clear? So then the body is said to be in non-uniform velocity. Okay. Shall I move to the next point? Did you copy this one? Yeah, fine. Now listen. For example, I will write one note point. Correct? I will write one note point. We know that velocity v is equal to how much? Velocity v is equal to, I will take it as dx by dt. Clear? Velocity v is equal to how much? For example, let us say its value as dx by dt. Are you clear? Now listen. If I bring this dt to the left hand side, then dx is equal to v into dt. Shall I write like this? Shall I write like this, ma? Yeah. Now listen, where dx is the small displacement, clear, and dt is the small interval of time. Now remember, here dx is the small displacement and dt is the small interval of time. Now, in order to get total displacement, remember we have to integrate. Clear? So we have to integrate if you want to get the total displacement. Are you clear? So remember this point. Whenever you want to find out the total value is also called as summation, right? Clear? The total value is also called as summation. That summation can also be taken as integration. So integration is nothing but summation only. Clear? Integration is nothing but summation only. Now, if I want to take the total displacement, then in such case, I have to integrate on both sides. Then integration of dx is equal to integration of v into dt. Yeah, we are taking to the other side for integration. Now remember, actually dx is small displacement, right, others? Okay, dx is small displacement, dt is the small interval of time. For example, if I want to find out the displacement, if I want to find out the displacement, are you clear? Now remember, if I want to find out the displacement, I should bring this dt to the left hand side. If I bring this to the left hand side, then what is this value? V into dt, that is equal to dx. Then integration of dx is equal to integration of v dt. Now integration of dx value is how much? Integration of dx value, very good, x. That is equal to, I will leave like this, I will leave like this. What is that value? Means v into dt. I'll leave like this. Actually, if you want to do further, then integration of dt is t, then x equal to vt. Okay, but in some problems, clear, in some problems, they will give velocity and they asked you to find out the displacement. In such cases, you have to use this relation. So I will give you a problem based on this, then at that time you can understand it easily. Are you clear? So this is one standard notation to find out the displacement when the velocity is given. Okay, ma? Yeah, if you copied that one, I'll give one problem based on that. Yeah. Now I'll go for the next concept. Yeah, I'll go for the next concept. Yeah. Yeah. Now listen, based on that, how the questions can be asked means, for example, I'll give you a small example. Just listen. For example, they'll give velocity like this. The equation of velocity or the velocity equation is given as, for example, 3t x square. I will take it as I cap, or else first I will take only magnitude. 3t square plus 2t. Clear, 3t square plus 2t, and they will ask what is the equation of displacement. Clear, and they will ask what is the equation of displacement. Then at that time what we have to do means we have to take integration of v into dt. I am taking only magnitudes, and I am doing. Now this can be taken as, v can be taken as 3t square plus 2t of dt, that is integration. Clear. Now you can write like this. Clear, you can write like this. So you can write like this. So x is equal to integration of 3t square into dt. Are you clear? Integration of 2t into dt. Now what is this value? So integration of 3t square dt value is how much ma? So integration of 3t square dt is 3 into t cube by 3 plus integration of 2t square dt value. Yeah, 2 into, sorry, 2 into t dt value is t square by 2. Now cancel 2 1 2 3 and 3. Then x equal to t cube plus t square. Clear. So if you go further, actually for this velocity they will give the directions also. For example, 3t square I cap plus 2t j cap. We'll discuss later. After the vectors concept, we'll discuss problems based on this, and they will give some limitations. You just substitute some limitations, you will get the displacement value. So in this case, in this problem here, the displacement is t cube plus t square. Okay. Now shall I move to the next point? Yeah, shall I move to the next concept? So we'll discuss the problems after the vectors concept. Yeah. Now listen. So the next concept is acceleration. Okay, the next concept is acceleration. Are you clear? Now listen. For example, let us consider a body is moving with some velocity. Clear? Let us consider a body is moving with some velocity. For example, if you are going to increase the velocity of the body, clear, if you are going to increase the velocity of the body, if you increase the velocity of the body, are you clear? If you increase the velocity of the body, then the change in the velocity with respect to time, that is called as acceleration. For example, let us consider a body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour velocity. Clear, a body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour velocity. After some time, let us say for example, after some time, after 2 seconds, the velocity increases to, for example, 45 kilometer per hour. Are you clear? The 45 kilometer per hour. Now here the velocity increases, right? So here the velocity, what happens? Here the velocity increases. Are you clear? Now what is the change in velocity? I'll take change in velocity. Now what is the change in velocity? Yeah, very good. So I will take the initial velocity as v1, I will take the final velocity as v2. Now what is the change in velocity? Clear, what is the change in velocity? Now remember, change in velocity is taken as delta v. Clear, change in velocity, I will take it as what? My delta v. That delta v is equal to v2 minus v1. Remember this point. Clear. So change in velocity is delta v. That can be taken as what? V2 minus v1. Now in this case, what is the change in velocity? 5. Now tell me, v2 minus v1 value is positive or negative? Positive, which means that velocity increases, right? So v1 is greater than v2. Clear? Then v2 minus v1 is positive. Now I'll take another example. Let us say the body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour. Clear? 40 kilometer per hour. After some time, let us say for example after 5 seconds or something else, after 5 seconds the velocity decreases to 35 kilometer per hour. Now I will take this as initial velocity v1, I will take it as final velocity v2. Are you clear? Final velocity v2. Now in this case, velocity change or change in velocity. Now could you tell me what is the change in velocity? Clear? Could you say what is change in velocity? So change in velocity is delta V, that is equal to V2 minus V1. So in this case, change in velocity is negative. Are you clear? In this case, change in velocity is negative. In this case, change in velocity is positive. Okay, whether the change in velocity is positive or negative, clear, whether the change in velocity is positive or negative, I will take the rate of change of velocity. Clear, the rate of change of velocity. Yes, Ravan, we'll discuss later. We'll discuss later. I will explain point to point. Okay. Now listen, I will take the change in velocity. Are you clear? So this is also the change in velocity. This is also the change in velocity. But here the change in velocity is negative. Here the change in velocity is positive. Clear? So in one case, change in velocity is positive. In one case, change in velocity is negative. Okay, hope you understood this point. Hope you understood this point. Now, what do you mean by acceleration? Means the rate of change of velocity. Clear? The rate of change of velocity is called as acceleration. Clear? The rate of change of velocity is called as what? Acceleration. Are you clear? Now that is taken as, or it is denoted with letter, clear, it is denoted with letter, it is denoted with letter small a. Are you clear? It is denoted with letter what? Small a. Are you clear? Now listen, if I take V1 as the initial velocity and V2 as the final velocity, are you clear? So I will take, for example, let V1 and V2 be the velocities. Let V1 and V2 be the velocities. Are you clear? At an instant of time, at an instant of time t1 and t2, then acceleration a can be taken as delta v by delta t, that can be taken as v2 minus v1 by, clear, v2 minus v1 by this value is t2 minus t1. Are you clear? So this is taken as acceleration. Are you clear? Now remember, for example, if delta V is positive, clear? For example, if you take delta V is positive, are you clear? So if delta V is positive, then velocity or speed is increasing or decreasing. Then what? Then velocity, clear? Then velocity is increasing. Clear? So that is velocity is increasing. Clear? That is velocity is increasing. Now remember, if velocity is increasing, then acceleration, clear, then A is positive. Clear? Then A is what? Positive. This is called as acceleration. Are you clear, Therefore, the increasing in velocity is called as what? Acceleration. Clear? Therefore, the increasing in velocity with respect to time, clear, with respect to time is called as, clear, with respect to time is called as acceleration. Are you clear, The increase in velocity with respect to time, that is called as what? Acceleration. Now, shall I move to the next point? Shall I move to the next point? Did you copy this one? If you copied this one, then I'll go for the next point. Yeah, fine. For example, if delta V is negative, for example, if you take delta V is negative, that is velocity is decreasing. Clear? Then velocity is what ma? Decreasing. If velocity is decreasing, then acceleration A is what ma? Negative. Clear? Acceleration A is what ma? Negative. If acceleration A is negative, that is called as decreasing in velocity. Are you clear? Now I will write the definition like this. The decreasing in velocity, clear? The decrease in velocity, clear? The decrease in velocity with respect to time is called as, clear? Is called as. Now remember, this acceleration is also called as a negative acceleration. Clear? This negative acceleration. So this acceleration is also called as negative acceleration. This negative acceleration is called as retardation. Clear? This is called as what? Retardation, or this is also called as deceleration. Clear? The negative acceleration is called as what? Retardation or else deceleration. Are you clear? Simply you can say that the negative acceleration of a body is called as retardation. Clear? The negative acceleration of a body is called as what? Retardation. Okay. Now shall I move to the next point? Shall I move to the next point? Yeah. Now I'm going to discuss about the units as well as dimensional formula. So what is the unit for the acceleration means? Now remember, acceleration units is, clear? Acceleration units are, for example, if you take velocity, velocity unit is meter per second divided by, for time unit is second. So this can be taken as meter by second square, or this can also be taken as meter second to the power of -2. So this is the unit for acceleration. Now what is the dimensional formula for acceleration means? Clear? What is the dimensional formula for the acceleration means? Now remember, in dimensional formula, if you consider this one here, m is meter, s is seconds, that is time. Therefore here mass is absent. Therefore you can write this as m power 0. Are you clear? Here meter is the unit for distance. Therefore that is taken as length. Are you clear? So distance is the dimension for length. Therefore L power 1. Now this is T power, what is this value means -2. So this is the dimensional formula for the acceleration. Clear? Yeah. Now remember one more point. Actually, if you take displacement is vector or scalar. Displacement is vector or scalar. Very good. So displacement is which quantity? Vector quantity. Clear? Displacement is which quantity? Vector quantity. Now tell me what is velocity? Tell me what is velocity? Yeah, very good. Velocity is also vector. Why? Because velocity is nothing but displacement by time. Therefore, velocity is also a vector. Now remember, if you take acceleration, acceleration is velocity by time. Therefore, velocity is a vector. Then acceleration is also a vector. Now remember, the direction of acceleration is in the direction of change of velocity. Are you clear? Now remember, if change of velocity is a positive direction, then the acceleration is also having the positive direction. If the change of velocity is having negative direction, then acceleration is also having negative direction. Now listen, what do you mean by this vector? Means vector is nothing but a physical quantity which has both magnitude and direction. As of now, this definition is correct. Once I started the vectors concept, I will modify the definition. Okay, fine. Now listen, if you take this acceleration, acceleration depends on velocity, where velocity is a vector. Therefore, acceleration is a vector quantity. Clear, acceleration is a vector quantity. Are you clear, ma? So acceleration is which quantity? Means it is a vector quantity, and it is in the direction of change of velocity. Clear? So it is in the direction of, clear, it is in the direction of change of velocity. Clear? So acceleration always is in the direction of what, ma? Change in the velocity. Are you clear? Understood these points? Yeah. Now shall I move to the next point, next concept? Shall I move to the next concept? Yeah. Once the time is up, again you just log in, okay? You log in again. Shall I erase? Yeah, fine. So the next concept is instantaneous acceleration. Okay. So the next concept is instantaneous acceleration. Are you clear? So the next concept is instantaneous acceleration. Okay, what do you mean by instantaneous acceleration? Means the acceleration at a particular instant of time or at any instant of time, that is called as instantaneous acceleration. Are you clear? So the acceleration, clear, the acceleration of a body, clear, the acceleration of a body, clear, the acceleration of a body at a particular instant of time, clear, at a particular instant of time, clear, at a particular instant of time is called as, clear, it is called as what, ma? Instantaneous acceleration. Clear, is called as instantaneous acceleration. Now, do you remember the concept of instantaneous velocity which we already discussed in the previous class? Yeah, tell me, ma. Do you remember the concept of yeah? There I discussed one point. Instantaneous velocity is taken as v is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta x by delta t. That is called as instantaneous velocity. But if you take limit delta t tends to 0, then velocity is undefined. But velocity is very well defined. Clear? But velocity is very well defined. Are you clear? So that's why we have to change that as infinitesimally small interval of time. Therefore, delta t is replaced with dt. For that day, I given one example also. What is your age now and what is your age? What is your age now means for every instant of time, for every small interval of time, your age is changing. I given that example. Do you remember? Do you remember, ma? Yeah, to explain that, I taken your age as an example. What is your age now as an example? Now, instantaneous acceleration is taken as a is equal to limit delta t tends to 0. Clear, acceleration A is equal to limit delta t tends to 0, delta v by delta t. But if you substitute delta t tends to 0, then it becomes undefined. Therefore, I have to take infinitesimally small interval of time that can be taken as what? My dv by dt. Are you clear? Now, you can say that acceleration A is equal to dv by dt. Okay, now remember, but v is equal to dx by dt, where x is displacement. Are you clear? Now remember, where x is displacement, therefore I will take it as dx by dt. Now if you substitute v is equal to dx by dt, then acceleration A will becomes, if you substitute dx by dt in the place of v, then acceleration will becomes d square x by dt square. Now this is the expression for acceleration in terms of displacement. Now this is the expression for acceleration in terms of velocity. I hope you understood this point. I hope you understood this point, Sma. Yeah, fine. Now, if you take acceleration A is equal to dv by dt in terms of velocity. Now that acceleration A can be taken as d square x by dt square in terms of what? My displacement. Now I'll give you a note point, just try to understand. I'll give you a note point. For example, from this you can write A is equal to dv by dt. For example, if they given velocity and if they are going to ask the velocity, if they given acceleration, if they are going to ask the velocity, then in such case, you have to bring dt to the left hand side, then dv is equal to acceleration A into dt. I hope you understood this point. Okay, so whenever you are going to find out the velocity and acceleration is given, so acceleration is already given, so we need to find out the velocity. In such cases, you can write dv is equal to A into dt. Now to get total velocity, what we have to do? To get total velocity, what we have to do? Yeah, integration. So integration of dv is equal to integration of a dt. Now integration of dv is nothing but v is equal to integration of a dt. Now remember, the integration formulas won't be asked in PU, but this will be important for objective. Now remember, whatever the note points I am going to give you, all that note points are for objective purpose. Okay, ma. So whatever the note points I am going to give you, that note points as well as note concepts. Okay, that note points and note concepts are only for objective. Okay, shall I move to the next point? Yeah, finish it off. Yeah, very good. What is d square x by dt square means you have to differentiate for 2 times. Okay, you have to differentiate for 2 times. When I'm going to give you some examples, you can understand it easily. Okay, you have to differentiate it for 2 times. I'll discuss few examples, then you can understand it, how to use this relation. Okay. Yeah. Now shall I move to the next concept? So the next concept is uniform acceleration. Now tell me, what do you mean by uniform velocity? Yeah, what do you mean by uniform velocity? Yeah, equal velocity, or sorry, equal displacements in equal intervals of time. Not equal velocity in equal intervals of time. Equal distances, sorry, equal displacements in equal intervals of time. Now remember, equal distance in equal intervals of time is taken as uniform speed. Equal distance in equal intervals of time is taken as uniform speed. Okay, yeah, time is up. You just log in again. Time is up. You just log in again. Now tell me, what do you mean by uniform acceleration means? Now remember, the increase or decrease in the velocity. Clear? Now remember, the increase or decrease in velocity will takes place at the same rate. Clear? It takes place at the same rate throughout the motion. Are you clear? Now remember, what is acceleration means rate of change of velocity, right? So rate of change of velocity. For example, this change of velocity, whether it may be positive, whether it may be negative. So positive means increasing, negative means decreasing. Therefore, the increase or decrease in the velocity, clear, the increase in decrease velocity is same in throughout the motion, clear, throughout the motion. Then such type of acceleration is called as uniform acceleration. Are you clear? Now I'll write the definition. For example, if the velocity, clear, if the velocity either increases or decreases, clear, if the velocity either increases or decreases with the same rate means with respect to same time. Are you clear? With the same rate throughout the motion, clear, throughout the motion, that is called as uniform acceleration. Clear? That is called as what? Uniform acceleration. Are you clear? Understood? So this is the uniform acceleration. Or the velocity increases or decreases with equal intervals of time, or the increase or decrease of velocity is same. Are you clear? Same in equal intervals of time, that is called as uniform acceleration. Finish ma? Yeah. Now I'll go for some note points. I will give you some note points, so please try to understand. Yeah. Now I'll give you some note points. The note points will be important for competitive examinations point of view. So please listen. Now tell me, what do you mean by acceleration? So what do you mean by acceleration? What do you mean by acceleration? Anyone is there? Yeah. Rate of change of velocity is called as what? Acceleration. Are you clear? Rate of change of velocity is called as what? Acceleration. Now tell me, what is d by dt of constant? What is d by dt of constant? Very good. So d by dt of constant is equal to how much? 0. Are you clear? D by dt of constant is equal to 0. Remember this point. Now what is d by dt of 0? Yeah, very good. So d by dt of 0 is 0. Okay, now listen. For example, even though velocity is equal to constant, clear, if I take velocity is equal to constant, then what about the acceleration? Then what about the acceleration? Zero. Clear. Now remember, but strictly it may or may not be equal to zero. Clear, it may or may not be equal to zero. Now why means I will explain this concept, just try to understand. Clear, I will explain this concept, just try to understand. For example, let us say, clear, let us say velocity as, clear, let us say velocity as, velocity can be taken as what? Must speed plus direction. Are you clear? So velocity is taken as speed plus direction. Are you clear? Now remember, for example, let us say a body is moving with velocities like this. Clear? For example, a body is moving with the velocities like this. Are you clear? Now, for example, a body is moving with velocity of 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. Clear? So a body is moving with velocity 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. After some time, it travels with, clear, after some time, it travels with velocity of same 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. Clear? So we'll discuss about the different cases. For example, I'll take this as first case. I'll take the second case. For example, a body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. Are you clear? So after some time, it is moving with velocity of 60 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. Now, I will take the third case. I'll take the third case. A body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. After some time, it moves with velocity same 40 kilometer per hour only, but it is moving in the direction of northeast. Now we'll take the fourth example. For example, a body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east. With that implies after some time it travels with 60 kilometer per hour in the direction of, for example, north. Now, if you observe four cases, clear, if you observe four cases, look at the first case. Clear, look at the first case. Now, in the first case, what is the magnitude of velocity? 40. What is the direction of velocity? East. Now listen, after some time, velocity magnitude is constant and direction is also constant. Now remember, what do you mean by velocity? Means velocity is nothing but magnitude of velocity, that is taken as speed and direction. Clear, speed and direction. Now listen, for example, if a body is moving with 40 kilometer per hour in the direction of east, after some time also it is moving in the same direction with same velocity. Now in this case, what is the acceleration? Means zero. Why? Because means magnitude is same, direction is also same. Now listen, look at the second case. In second case, magnitude of the velocity increases. Are you clear? Magnitude of velocity increases. Now in the second case, magnitude of the velocity increases, but direction remains the same. Now remember, for example, even though direction is same, and if the value of the magnitude of velocity increases, in such case also there exists acceleration. Therefore, in this case, acceleration not equal to zero. Are you clear? So I didn't given time. I didn't given time. Okay, time 1 hour or 2 hours, whatever it may be. Okay. Now listen one more point. Listen one more point. Look at the third one. Look at the third case. In third case, magnitude of velocity is same. My magnitude of velocity is same. But what is changing? Direction is changing. Now remember, velocity is nothing but speed and direction. Clear? Velocity is nothing but speed and direction, which means that either speed has to change, or direction has to change, or both has to change. If speed changes, that can be taken as acceleration. If direction changes, that can be taken as acceleration. For example, if both changes, that is also taken as what? Acceleration. Now in the third case, speed remains the same, but what is changing means direction is changing. So in such case also you have to consider acceleration not equal to 0. I hope you understood. Now, fourth case, magnitude is changing, direction is also changing. Therefore, in this case also acceleration not equal to 0. Now, remember, what do you mean by acceleration means? Acceleration is nothing but rate of change of velocity. Therefore, if speed changes or direction changes or both changes, still we have what? Acceleration. Clear? So that is the first note point I am going to discuss. Are you clear? So remember one point, even though speed is constant, clear, even though speed is constant, if there is change in the direction, clear, even though speed is constant, if there is change in the direction, still there exists acceleration. Are you clear? Still there exists what? Acceleration. I hope you understood this point. Yeah, acceleration is rate of change of velocity. Velocity is nothing but speed and direction. So even though speed is constant but direction changes. Even though speed is constant but direction changes. I will discuss this case where it happens. I will discuss this case where it happens. Okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very good. You people are very fast. You are faster than me. Very good, Pawan Bhakta. Okay? Now, I'll explain the concept, just listen. I'll explain the concept, just listen. Are you clear? Now remember, the velocity variation, the first point, the velocity variation may be because of magnitude of speed, clear, magnitude of speed, maybe because of change in, sorry, what I told you, the velocity variation, right? So actually the velocity variation is nothing but acceleration with respect to time, that is called as acceleration, maybe because of change of magnitude of velocity. Could you see? Maybe because of change of magnitude of velocity. Remember, magnitude of velocity is also called as speed, or are you clear? Change in direction. Clear, change in direction. Are you clear? Now remember, therefore acceleration is because of, clear, acceleration is because of change in magnitude of speed or change in direction of speed or both. Clear? Now remember, velocity is taken as what? Therefore velocity is equal to what? Speed and direction. Clear, velocity is equal to what? Speed and direction. Therefore acceleration, clear, therefore acceleration is due to change in magnitude of velocity. Clear, change in magnitude of velocity. Are you clear? Or direction, or both magnitude and direction. Are you clear? Both magnitude and direction. Are you clear, ma? Okay. Now remember, where even though the speed is constant, clear, still we have the acceleration means, clear, still we have the acceleration means, for example, in case of circular motion. I'm going to discuss that. You just copy this one. I will erase this. I'll go for the next point. I'll go for the next note point. Please copy it. Is it done? Finish, ma? Yeah, shall I go to the next point? Yeah. Now listen, even though magnitude of speed is constant, or even though the magnitude of velocity is constant, still we have acceleration. Clear? Still we have acceleration. That is in which case means that I'm going to discuss in this point. Now the next note point, even though, clear, even though magnitude of velocity, clear, magnitude of velocity is taken as speed. Clear, even though magnitude of velocity is constant, clear, even though magnitude of velocity is constant, still there exist, clear, still there exist acceleration. Clear, still there exists what my acceleration. This is in which case means a body is moving in a uniform circular motion. For example, let us say a body is moving in uniform circular motion with constant magnitude. Clear, let us say a body is moving with uniform or moving in a uniform circular motion with constant speed or constant magnitude of velocity. Are you clear? For example, here the velocity of the particle or speed of the particle rotating in a circular path is constant. Clear? For example, here the magnitude of velocity or speed of the particle moving in circular motion is constant. Let us imagine if the particle is moving in anti-clockwise direction. At this point, I will draw the tangent. What do you mean by tangent? Means tangent is nothing but the line which passes through only one point of the circle. The tangent gives direction of velocity. But tangent to the circular motion gives what? Direction of velocity. Now at this point, if I draw the tangent will be in upward direction. Now at this point, I will draw the tangent will be in this direction. Now at this point, I will draw the tangent will be in this direction. Now at this point, I will draw the tangent will be in this direction. Like that, I will draw the tangents. So these are the tangents to the circular motion. Clear? These are the tangents to the uniform circular motion. Are you clear? For example, if it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, clear, if it is rotating in anti-clockwise direction, if you draw the tangents at each and every point, the tangent's direction changes with respect to the point to point, with respect to the time. Are you clear? I hope you understood this point. In the same way, if a body is moving in uniform circular motion, which means that speed is constant, clear, which means that speed is constant. Now this time the body is moving in clockwise direction. Now at each and every point draw the tangents, clear, at each and every point draw the tangents will be in this direction. Clear, at this point I will draw the tangent, so at this point I will draw the tangent. Now these are the tangents. Now remember, if a body is moving in clockwise direction, now these are the tangents. If a body is moving in clockwise direction, these are the tangents. If a body is moving in anti-clockwise direction, these are the tangents. Now remember, tangents gives direction of velocity. Clear, tangents gives what? Ma direction of velocity. Now at each and every point the direction of tangent changes. Clear, at each and every point the direction of tangent changes, which means that the velocity of the particle is also changes. So even though this body is moving with constant speed, clear, even though this body is moving with constant speed, at each and every point, the direction of tangent changes. So direction of tangent gives what? Ma? Velocity. Therefore, velocity changes. So change in velocity is called as what? Ma? Acceleration. Are you clear? Change in velocity is called as what? Ma? Acceleration. So for this example is a body, clear, a body moving with constant speed, clear, constant speed in uniform circular motion. Clear, in uniform circular motion. Are you clear? So if a body is moving in uniform circular motion at point to point, what happens? Tangent drawn to the, clear, tangent drawn to the circular motion changes. Therefore, change in the tangent direction is nothing but velocity, sorry, acceleration. Are you clear? Therefore, here what happens, even though velocity is constant, clear, even though velocity is constant, now direction of tangent changes. Clear, direction of tangent changes. Therefore, acceleration is not equal to 0. So, in this case, in uniform circular motion case, even though velocity is equal to constant, still we have acceleration. So, acceleration not equal to 0. So, tomorrow we'll discuss some more note points for the competitive exams. So, this is one important point for the competitive exam, just remember. Are you clear? So, tomorrow we'll discuss some more points for the competitive exam. Yeah. You have doubts, you can ask, or else you may leave the class.